Hey, this is Jenny Jones, Digital Growth Hacks Club. All right, so I'm here. Who showed up with me? I said you were going to show back up with me. Make sure you show up. You give me a thumbs up because I am going above and beyond. I have been grinding out here in these streets. And let's see who is all here. Who's here for the recap, the detox? Man, I missed my football game. I was supposed to watch that. I wanted to watch that game live today. And I thought it was just tonight, but it was earlier today. A little bummed out about that. Really wanted to get into that. All right, so let's talk about it. Let's talk about the steals. The first thing I want to talk about is let's talk about the deals. Some of the deals. Let's just kind of talk about all the deals that are out there. And let's talk about some of the steals. So I think there was a lot of steals, right? A lot of people don't know. So what I want to know is I want to know some of the steals that you got. Well, let's talk about the deals first. Let's talk about it. Now I did have you guys did get some of them. You guys have to be part of my newsletter. I did send out some deals. Some founders called me over and said, "Hey Jenny, you got a deals? You got I sent out some deals. Wanted to see if people took advantage of that. All right, paper in progress. You show back up. You should be, man. You should have got a ton of ideas. I've talked to you. We've chit chatted before. You should have been good. My peeps showed up, man. Integrity showed up. C Store showed up. These are my peeps, man. Paper in progress. I'm still awake. 1 a.m. I'm still here. Where are you at? 1 a.m. Where are you at? In the UK? I don't know. All right. So let's talk about the deals. Let's discuss it. Anybody want to share what they did and what they reached for and what they went over the seat cushions for and what they felt that they needed to have? Let's open up the discussion. I'm going to probably start with eStore. I know. I know. Hey, you know what? You know what I'm going to do, man? I ain't going to tell everybody here because people are already out of money. But I have a new hack pack. It's called the I Am Back AI. I Am Back $1 Million AI Money Pack. I might even tell you guys if anybody has any money left, then I'll tell you. If you don't have any money left, I don't want you because the last thing I don't want you to do is I don't want you to start returning stuff because you already used my link, right? I've already seen people start returning stuff. What are you guys doing? You guys buy stuff and you return it because Jenny said, get this. And I didn't even know I had that, but I only had $300 left. And if Jenny says I got to have that tool, I got to have that tool. So I see my commission. I'm like, man, people returning stuff. Crazy. All right. So I'm behind on all the you still watching the replays. I'm stuck on RoboMotion versus Agentic Flow. I did get a ton of ideas though. Listen, I'm glad you brought that up. No way. I'm going to give you something. So, Botswana, Africa. Yeah. All right. Cool. All right. So listen. Michael, man, it's up to Michael because Michael's part of my community, faithful member. I appreciate him. But Michael, you tell me if you want me to give them some drips of the new I'll Be Back $1 Million AI Money Stack hack pack. That's a mouthful, but it's everything. It's up to Michael. If Michael C Store, if he says yes, Jenny, tell them, then I will tell you guys. That AI integration for BD was fire. Oh my God, it was fire. I loved it. It was fire. So you guys got to convince C Store if I should tell you. Don't just go. You got to give him one reason why I should show you the hottest hack right now, and nobody has any money left. Some people don't get paid yet. Some people say, hey, Jenny, man, I don't get any money, man, until Monday. Don't spend all my money. I don't want to put anything. I don't want to finance anything else. I don't want to put anything on credit. But if I show you this hack, you're going to be like, Jenny, you're messing up my stuff. I don't like to mess people's stuff up, though. I might save this hack until after. You want me to pour the juice, man? Let me see how many people. If I can get at least 20 people, once I get to 20 people, I'm gonna start pouring the juice. So we're just gonna talk. Right now, I got 20 people watching. I want to make sure everybody gives me a thumbs up. I had that long live stream with the founder. I only had 9 thumbs up. I was like, what? These people ain't with me, man. They're not. What are they doing? So as soon as I get to 20 people, I'm gonna start pouring. I'm gonna pour a big bottle of juice, and you guys are gonna see the big bottle of Jenny juice. I think that what he wrote is a yes in English. I have no idea what you're talking about. Paper in progress. I have no idea what you're talking about. All right. So 'tis the season officially. I think what he wrote. Yeah. So all right, so let's talk about it. We got 2 full stacks. You got 2 full stack gumlets, dude. Your wife's gonna kill you. You got 2 full stack gumlets, 1 full stack robo motion, 2 push lap growth. Dude, are you serious? You trying to keep up with the Joneses right now? So he says I got 2 push lap growth, moved up the full stack of agentic flow. Man, what's up with agentic flow? I mean, I was looking at it. Here's what I would do. And if you use agentic flow for my tool, if you use it now, you may have to return it once I tell you what the hack is. So I like, and this is me. I like Pipolo. Is it Pipolo? Ain't the name of the tool. What the heck is the name of the tool? Hold on. What's the name of the tool? Give me a second here. So the name of the tool is not Pip. Oh, Triple O. I kept saying Pipolo. I don't know where I was getting that from. I like Tipolo better than I like Agentic Flow. All right, so we only got 12 people, so I'm not going to give out the full juice, but I do like Triple O better, right? Than Agentic Flow. I think Agentic Flow is not there yet. I would they got to get some things tightened up. I may take a look at them maybe the next time when they come, but Tipolo is it's not Pipolo. That's another tool. I got so many tools in my head. Tripolo. Yeah, I was already at tier 4. Uh yeah. I don't know, man. We're almost there. We got 14 people following, people watching. Don't be trying to get on other systems to watch me. When I get to 20, I'm going to give you, when I get to 20 people, I'm going to give you the hack. All right. So you tell me, C Store, you tell me and the audience why you don't have to give what your strategy is. Definitely it's proprietary, but you tell me your thoughts of reaching for the fence and getting 2 full stack gumlets. I think I know why, because I have 2 full stacks, but I want to know why you got 2 full stack gumlets, and I don't want your wife to call me and say you got my husband buying 2 full stacks of gumlet. What is he going to do with a gumlet? And I want to be on record here. Are we up to 15 people? We're going to go, if we get to 20 people, I'm telling you, we get to 20, man, we get to 20 people. I'm going to give it to you, man. I want you to tell the people, man. I want you to tell the people, man. Tell us all about it. Tell us what you got. I want to know why. Why would you get 2 full stack gumlets? This is probably a lot of people say, yeah, why would he get 2 full stack gumlets? Tell us briefly. You don't have to put a long history on it, but we just want to know. So you're already at 1 tier 4 already, and you just bought another one. Jen, I need your honest opinion. Is skill played full stack worth going for? I'm thinking of doing a local Coursera or Udemy. I can't believe you asked me that. I did you ask me was skill plays full stack worth it? Oh, can't ask me that. It's my top 3 tools. So my top three tool. There's three tools in my top three tools. So you can't ask me because I might sound a little bit biased, but you can't ask me if if skill plate is already in my full. It's in my top three. So my top three. Oh, is it my top four? So my top three was number one was what did I say? I think I changed them because they changed once I learned more stuff. Um, I got to work out my number four because I had push lap growth, I have consulto, I have skill plate. Um, yeah, I have those three. I'd have to tell you what the order is. I can't remember what the order is anymore. All right, so okay, so this makes sense. So one of my C store endeavors, one for my consulting endeavor, already getting paid for a consulting gig, separate licensing plans. I was already at tier 4 on agentic flow, had to go all in. That makes sense. You're already there. So because I think you run several ecosystems, I think it was wise to get um two gumlets, right? Um my question, are we at we're at 20 people. All right, so we're at 20 people. All right. So let me show you what I got. Where is it at? Oh crap. Now I got to pull it up now, right? So all right, so can I play a video from here? Um how do I want you to see this? All right, so let me tell you the play, right? So I'm going to tell you all right. So where is it at? Let me see. Let me share screen. I'm gonna tell you. This is so funny. All right, so here we go. Oh, now I'm back down at 19 people. Nah, can't share it now. Let me see. Um. All right, here it is, right here. Oops. It is the I'll Be Back $1 million AI hack pack. Now we're up to 21 people. You guys ready to get into it? You guys ready to get into it? It's like, here's how you probably say it. I'll be back $1 million AI hack pack. I'll be back. So you have to use a Terminator voice. I'll be back. I'll be back. Right with the Bach. I'll be back $1 million AI hack pack. Are you guys ready? So let me tell you what the tools are. Right? It's like what? Listen. Don't go returning anything. I just need you to understand what's happening here. Right? All right. So let me share screen here. I can't believe I'm doing this. I can't believe I'm give you guys the I'll be back $1 million AI hack pack. All right, let's get into it. Can't believe I'm doing this. So, let's do this. Anybody want to guess? Any guessers in the house? No guessers? Nobody wants to guess. All right, so let me see. Give me a second here. Boom, boom. Trying to open up something here. All right, so anybody want to guess what's in the I'll be back AI hack pack? You got to say I'll be back. I'll be back. All right, so let's see what we got here. All right, so let me give you the hack, right? Let me give you the hack. So, the hack is simple. Um, let me see who is that? Uh Dilera, no. Dialora's not in it. Dialora's not. It's I'll be back. I'll be back. $1 million AI hack pack. You got to say it like I'll be back, right? All right. That's too funny. All right, so let me show you guys. They're like Jenny's tripping, right? So, all right. So let me show you what they say. Consulto triple O meeting. No, one of those tools are in it. So I give you that. One of those tools are in the iBook POC. I'll be back. POC. So one of those tools, I'll give you that. One of those four tools, the tools you mentioned is Dilora, Consulto, Triple O, Meeting. One of those tools are in it for sure. For sure, hands down. All right, it's the I'll be back. Let me see. Oh, where's it at? Hold on. You guys guess it yet? What was it? Um, Anybody guess it yet? Hold on, let me see. Where's it at? All right. So now what we have here is what do we got? Consulto Breezy? No. What do you? It's the I'll be back AI pack. So Triple O is it? So it's Triple O. So Triple O's in there, and it includes one of the tools you're never going to guess. So I'll just give you that. It's two primary tools, and then it's a bonus tool. So the bonus tool you'll never catch. You'll never get the bonus tool. So stop. Don't count the bonus tool. And it's one more tool. It's one more tool, and I'm trying to pull up something so that you can see it, and then we'll talk about it. All right. So let me think. I'm pulling it up right now. Let me get it. Hold on. Let me get it. And Michael, you should know. I'm really surprised Michael doesn't know. Or C Store. Really surprised. I'm disheartened. Um, can't bring it up. Let's see. Let me see. Download it. Thought I did that. That's too big. Oh crap. Too big. All right. So here's the tool. I had to change it because I had to change the size. I wasn't even going to show you guys this. I guess I have to show you. So hold on. Hold on. Did you guys get it? So fuse based session skill plate, Gnome AI. Nah, nope. I don't have BD thinking about it. Let me see. You guys are not even actually you guys are not even close. I'm just buying time so I could because I had to because I wasn't expecting to show it. So everything's on my other system. So I'm moving a couple things over. So let's see what we got here. We uploaded here. Skill plate Gnome plus Consulto. Pretty prompt. Nope, not even pretty prompt. Have you guys seen Pretty Prompt? Pretty Prompt. You guys got anything on that? All right, so here we go. Let me almost done here. Let's see. Let's see. All right. All right, I have it here. All right. So did anybody get pretty prompt, or did they get them when they came last time? I want to get you guys' feedback on that. So who got it? C Store. You got it. Robo Motion. Robo Motion, baby. Let me tell you the reason why. So good job. I knew you were gonna get it. I pretty much gave it to you, man. Come on, you had to get it. All right. So here we go. All right. So here we go. I'm uploading it now. Let me tell you the reason why. No, not push lap growth. AI, man. AI. 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 All right. So where's it at? Let me share it. Oh, let me upload an image. Where's it at? I just had it. Here it is right here. Boom. Why is it not uploading? All right, here we go, right here. Here we go, baby. Listen. All right, so let me give you the play, right? What's the play, Jenny? What's the play? I'm glad you asked. So the biggest challenge now is just let's talk about two worlds, right? Two worlds, right? You have a prompt world when you have to put in the prompts, whether you're vibe coding or you put in a prompt and tell me what the weather is, create a business plan, blah, 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 right? So that's all response, text response, right? That's kind of now it's getting a little bit more intelligent, right? It's gonna say, hey, I still can't figure out if Jenny is a guy or a girl, but it is getting a little bit more intelligent, right? Tell me the square of pi multiplied by 3 or whatever, and it gives it to you, right? So that you got, right? So that's what that is. Now, if you mix that, and I'm telling you, this is going to be so much juice, you're going to fall out of your sleep, right? Uh, he's like, give us the juice, man. He's like, give us the juice, man. I got to go to sleep. All right, I'm giving to give you juice. I had to find the stuff. I wasn't expected to give you the juice. So just chill. All right. So make sure you guys give me a thumbs up too. I'm about to give you this one, then you'll give me a thumbs up. I know. So you have the input side, right? The intelligence side. You mix that with a tool that does the following. So a tool that gives you three different areas. There's a production robot, right? The primary digital workhorse. The production robot is going to be your robot. You're going to mix AI with an RPA robot or a robo motion, right? And person says, well, why? Why would I mix it with a robo motion? Well, here's the reason why. You're going to have what 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 you're going to run into with this mix is you're going to how can I say this? You're going to be to the point where you're going to have an automation. How can I say this? You're going to have the ability to have APIs, you're going to have the ability to have intelligence, and you're going to have people to actually execute the work without you doing it. And that's the reason why it's a little bit different, right? You're going to have what's called they call it what did they call it? They called it AI what did they call it here? And I was doing the research on it, and so the research on it is really you're gaining um a robot, you're gaining brains and bronze, right? To put the two together, you have brains and bronze. And this picture, these three here, gives you the three types of robots that you get with Robo Motion, right? You get these three types of robots. You have a robot that's going to work. You have a robot that you have to program to work, and so on and so forth. So basically, what you're getting is you're going to mix that with smart prompts that are inside of uh, Ripley, what is it? Triple O? I keep forgetting the name of that tool. Triple O, you're gonna get tools. You're gonna get so much power. And here's what you're gonna get, and you don't know that you're getting it yet. Jenny, get to the point. So Triple O it's ran on your local machine, right? It runs on your local machine. Now, Robo Motion runs on your local machine, right? You see where I'm headed, right? You can basically get your own built-in intelligent LLM to run your systems on your desktop locally. So you don't have to put all of your stuff into the great LLC cloud. You don't have to do that. And you're going to get all of that here, right? You're going to get all of that with these three types of robots. So you might be saying, okay, so what tier? What am I trying to do? Depends on how much you're trying to do. Now, if you go in, and it's funny, if you say, all right, well, how powerful is this tool? You're going to find out that RoboMotion is way more powerful than you think. And the only reason why it seems like it isn't is because you don't really fully understand it or don't understand the power of it, right? But what RoboMotion does is it, let me see. Hold on, let me put it back. All right. So what RoboMotion does is it trying to switch screens here. Yeah, so what RoboMotion does is it has robots that work. Now, because it's local, the robots go into your hard drive. They can tell you when when an email shows up, they can tell you when a file is saved to a certain drive. And the way the founder kind of showed us, he showed us that if you got an empty file or where you put all your files, you can say, hey, when I save a new file here, I want you to go fetch that file, do this to it, and do that to it. But the only way you're able to do that is you got to have your own local LLM to do that. You could do it. You could try to attach it with a webhook or an API, direct API. That's not the power. The power is having your own robots working on your local systems, right? And that's the power of it. It does you can't see it. The reason why you can't see it is because you haven't put it together. You haven't figured it out. You haven't seen it. It's the mere power of what it can do when you combine the brains, which is the triple O, with the bronze, which does the heavy lifting of the robotics. The reason why you can get more work done is because you can have it done on your local machine, or you can have a machine next to you. Like I have a laptop. I can have my laptop because I have a laptop on the side of me. I have a PowerBook over here, and I got a monitor attached to it. Then I got another machine over here, and I got a monitor attached to that. So I got like 3 monitors up. I could have one of my machines dedicated to running processes for me on my network. Questions, comments. Did you guys get that? Maybe that kind of went. I don't know if you guys are kind of getting that. I don't know if you guys got that. Did you guys get that? Can you see store? Why are you giving him a thumbs up? I mean, you have because you saw it too. And C store is the one kind of said, right now, I have AI telling me the best purchase to make is RoboMotion. I was like, why would he say that? There's so many other tools. There's push lab growth and all that. And what he's basically saying is if you can mix the two together, because they both have APIs, because they both have webhooks, and then it's intelligent, and then you can just tell it to do other things. You can tell your robot to do different things. It's kind of powerful. It's not kind of powerful. It's very powerful. So basically, you can build your own robot. That's literally what you can do. And so I just threw that out there as a quick topic starter, right? Um, so you have the brains and the bronze. And if you do the research of RPAs, right? RPAs were really designed. They were kind of designed. RPAs were designed. Those were the robotic process. They were kind of designed to help do laborious tasks, like when you're trying to input something out of a legacy system with a green screen or IBM system, and you're trying to bring it into a Windows system. And the RPAs kind of helped you a lot with that, doing a repetitive task, go through 20,000 lines of Excel files, move those over, convert those over. And that's kind of what RPAs do. They didn't have an intelligence built into them. They just had a command that we had to give them. So now you can build the intelligence side into the robot. You're basically putting the intelligence into the robot. That's basically what I'm saying. You're putting the intelligence to a robot. And what I think people are sleeping over, and I think where they're skipping out on and not catching everything is you can actually program your robots to run in your environment to do the things that you would do. That's the difference. So you say, well, I can just do that without I can just do that without triple O or something like that. You can't because ChatGPT doesn't run locally on your system. And I don't know if I would want a ChatGPT running locally on my system, but if I had a triple O that runs locally on my system, mix it with an RPA RoboMotion robot that runs locally on my system, I can do some damage. Did you guys get that? Did you guys? I'm still trying to see if you guys are digesting what I gave you. I just give me some feedback. Let me know. Um, let me know what you guys are thinking. Let me know if you understood that. Because I'm gonna give you one more tool, right? I'm gonna give you a bonus tool, right? And then we didn't come here, we didn't go shopping today. I just want to educate you on a few things that you may not have thought of. Now, some people have thought of it already. I think you guys are chasing down agentic flow for that. I can build my own agentic flow with triple L. I don't need, I can, and if you already bought agentic flow, I'm not saying you don't need it. I just think that there's more power. I think there's more power in the triple O, right? One robot per CPU core is most efficient, right? So is RoboMotion one robot at a time on the local machine? Yes. So this one is a little bit beyond my reach, but I can see how people who use this will move far ahead of the curve. Yes, if you get this, if you want to be ahead of anybody in your peer group, you want to be ahead of anybody that you even work with. You want to change the game, because like say you got a 9 to 5 or whatever, but if you learn this process, right? And it's not that difficult. And the reason why it's not that difficult is because you got AI to tell you if you get stuck. Also, what the founder of RoboMotion said is what he said. The founder of RoboMotion said, hey, listen, by February, we're going to build the robots for you using AI. You still need the robots, but they're going to have AI build the robots for you. And then you put the robots to work doing AI on the back end. Does that make sense? Am I just talking? Did you guys, no comments? This is the paper in progress. You're saying yes. Do you get that though? No, I know the only person get here. I'm geeking out at C store. Everybody else is like, what is he talking about? What? What is he talking about? That guy, we're not gonna just talk about it. I'm just giving you this is my hack. I'm just giving you my hack. We're still gonna talk about other deals. Like I said, I'm spending about another 30 minutes chatting with you guys. Not to add confusion, but Electronique is pivoting to agents, to which is a deal from the past. Yes. So fast forward. So Electronique is they're doing agents, but there's another tool, right? It's all about the tools, right? I don't listen. I got stuff, I'm doing stuff, but I stumbled upon this. Let me tell you what else I stumbled upon. Jenny stumbled upon a lot of things. There's a tool on AppSumo right now, and I'm not going to tell you the name. I'm just going to show you. So let me show you the name. Let's go to the name. Let me see if I can show you. Oh, what levels? Yeah, I'll give you the levels here in a minute here. Give me 1 second. So, did anybody get the deal? By the way, did anybody get the deal today? Did anybody pick that up? I'm just okay on the deals, man. Today was just one of those days. I was so busy. I was busy, man. I was on with the founders. Then this happened. Then I was on with Brilliant Directories. I missed a deal myself. But all right, so here's what we got. Let's talk about it. Where'd I go? Oh no. Oh, here it is. Duh. All right. So let's talk about the deals, right? So what was I talking about? What did I come here for? Oh, I wanted to show you the secret deal that you can bundle it with. So the deal we talked about was triple O, right? And so while we're here, we'll just talk about it. So you have 3 days less. Triple O is he was on our call today. The founder is a very cool guy. They're profitable. They're in a good shape, good position. Felipe, very good position. But so what I would do is I don't think you need, I think you can get away with a tier three is because you want the local models. You want to build your own model, build your own model here on the local model. So you want at least a tier three. All you really need is a tier three. This is 20 million monthly tokens, right? You're gonna run this on 10 devices, right? You can run it on your Android, you can run it on your iOS, you can run it on your MacBook Pro, you can run it over here, you can run it on 10 different devices. It's not the devices really you're after, it's really kind of the custom smart prompts and the tokens you're after, right? And then you have these AI trainings. You can do your own AI. So imagine training your own AI bot and then having your robot to run that AI bot when you want it to run. So you just go to you go to your Robo Motion, says, hey, run that program I told you to run. It was like it goes over here and then it does what it needs to do. So a tier three is all you really need here. You don't really need to do anything more than a tier three. All right. So then let's look at Robo Motion, right? All right. So Robo Motion is one of those tools that you only appreciate when it's gone. Because I remember when I first saw it, I was like, I got maybe one tier. And then when I found out what it can do, and then the founder stopped by for Black Friday, and I ended up full stacking this thing. I got a tier four. I got a tier four. I ended up getting a tier four. Because of the production robots. I don't really need 10 production robots, but I think eventually I kind of bought it for the flows, right? And I bought it for the robot scheduling, right? And the queues. So I got a tier four, right? I got a tier four for mine, right? You don't have to get into the tier fives and clouds and all that other stuff. You don't have to do that, right? Cloud hours and all that don't it's not needed because you can still run stuff here locally, so you don't really need it. So what you get is you get 10 production robots just in case you want to run it on multiple systems, and then you get 5 application robots, right? So if we go back to our graphic, we get 10 production robots, 5 application robots. All right, so let's go back to our graphic here. So I get 10 production robots. So it's the primary digital workhorse. And then I get 5 application robots, single dedicated flows, right? They're going to do your flows for you, but your your robots build it's for unattended automation, right? Common triggers, right? Can be triggered by a webhook, can be triggered by receiving an email, new items in the queues, things like that, right? One job at a time. So if you're not running a heavy shop, you only really need one robot. But then you have the application robots, right? So you're gonna get so our deal tells us that we're gonna get a tier what did I say? Tier four because we want what did I say? Tier four. Uh, what did I say? Tier four. Yeah, tier three, actually. Yeah. You only need a tier three. Actually, boom, 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 boom. Yeah, you can get away with a tier two or a tier three. You can get away with a tier two or tier three, right? Because you're gonna get 4 production robots with a tier two, and you're gonna get 6 with a tier three. You don't really need that many. You don't. You can really get away with a tier two. And then you're going to get these application robots. They're only going to give you 5 application robots. So you can see what the value is. The value is in the robots. the application robots. So you can get 5 of them with the tier 1. You're gonna give you 5 of the tier 2, 5 of the tier 3, 5 of the tier 4. What that leads me to believe is the application robots are very, very, very valuable, right? And then you're gonna get to you're gonna get 6 with a tier 3, and you're gonna get 4 production robots with a tier 2, and you're gonna get 6 production robots with a tier 6. So now we're clear on that. Now that we're clear. So this is gonna tell you what you need to do. Um, this is gonna tell you what you need to do. So let me put my face back on screen here. So that's what that tool is. Now, let me show you another tool. So you got those 2 tools. Let's build the ultimate I'll be back $1,000,000 AI POC, right? Let's build it. Let's build it. So the next tool you're going to look at. So we already talked about triple O. Triple O's. Here's what I'll say about triple O. I'm not gonna lie. Triple O is I had already had like 3 tiers. And then I started working in it. And I was like, oh, I wish they'd come back. Please. Oh, LTD, mighty gods, bring back Triple O. And they brought them back. Because once I started getting into it, I was like, man, I should have full stacked this. I said, man, they'll never come back. Oh, please, mighty Triple O. God, come back. They came back. I was like, boom, I'm on it. Full stack. Okay. So Triple O, Robo Motion. Let me give you another one, right? Ah, ooh, secret tool here. Let me tell you the reason why. And you got to have a certain tier. So manage and build projects with AI. Manage and build projects with AI. Manage and build products with AI. Manage. Okay. All right. So it's a project kind of manager, but it keeps you on task, man. It keeps you, it's like a Monday that you can program, a Monday.com or Asana that you can program. You can manage projects via chat. So the back end is open up to this. This is where you can create your agents. You can create agents with skill sets. Listen, so I can create an agent using my back end, and I can have robo motion because everything is done by webhook. I can have all 3 of these tools talk to each other. Assign tasks 24/7 AI agents that work with your team. So you create your own AI agents. This tool is what a lot of tools want to or aspire to be. Right? They go in, they start doing stuff for you before you got your coffee up, right? The challenge with this tool is, right, it doesn't kick in. You guys see this? Am I showing the right tool? Yeah. So the challenge with this tool is it doesn't kick in until tier 4. Your webhooks and your API access and the client libraries don't click. They don't tap in until tier 4. That, can't you see where the value is in some of these types of tools? Right? Because the value is right here in the webhooks and the API access. They knew that. And it's like, we'll put that at tier 4. All right. So because you can use the API access, because you can go and use the API manuals or their notes, you can plug those notes into your vibe code, right? You can plug those into your vibe code, and it will show you how to connect all of them up. And I'm working on this right now. I was trying to build a prototype. I wasn't ready, but I got a little excited. C-Store got me excited. So I wanted to share you guys. That is the I'll be back pack. What do you guys think of that? No? Yes? What do you guys think about the I'll be back $1,000,000 AI money pack? This dude say Dart is gold. Dart is gold. Listen. And I know Carlos follow my stuff. He knows what if Carlos, you know, we have the same acquired taste. Me, a guy named Anthony, Michael, we kind of see some of the same tools. We're like, I can see why Jenny likes this. So Carlos, you know, as soon as I said Dart, I know you went crazy. Like, yep, I already knew it. So man, Courtney, you ain't doing that. You always talking about what you ain't doing that, man. So listen, hey, you guys get on Courtney because Courtney's the only person on this stream. Never mind, I ain't gonna call him out. All right, so I think we need a course like BD one. I'm gonna do one. I'm working on one. I'm working on one. I already got the infographic. Let me see if I can find an infographic for you. Give me a second. Because I put an infographic together. Uh Courtney, you keep doing that to yourself, man. Sorry about that. He's like, dude, why you busting me out? That's too funny. All right, so let me show you. Let me show you. Did I do that? I don't know if I did that one. Huh. I think I'm together. I thought I had an infographic. Maybe I don't have it. Hold on. I thought I put together an infographic. I'm a little disappointed that I don't have it. Crap. Yeah. Oh, I think I do. Hold on. So I have an infographic. So I'm going to put that, I'm going to put one together like I did for the BD course and throw that in my all access pass. So if you want to understand how to make the robotics work for you, tie in the back end, I'm going to teach you guys exactly how you're going to build it. And I'm building a wrapper using, no, not 50 cents or Too Short or Run DMC, not that kind of wrapper. I'm building I'm building an AI wrapper built with Greta or Bind AI, and I'm building it to wrap my robot, my RoboMotion, my Triple O, and my Dart. And so once I get it built, I'll show you guys how I did. So if you follow me, if you're a member of my my all access pass, everything that I do, you'll be able to get that. So all right. So let me take that off. All right. So let's finish talking deals. So what else? What else do you guys give me some of the best? Give me one good deal that you think was the best deal that you got here on AppSumo, or some of you guys are part of my communities. I sent out a couple of deals. I sent out a Hero FM deal, which gives you multi-level user, five multi-users in that. So we can get away with a RoboMotion tier 2 or 3. Yeah, yes. I don't know if they'll come back because I don't know if RoboMotion is going to come back. I think you can get away with a 2 though. You can get away with a tier 2. Yeah, you can get away with a tier 2. The one that you may, so you're going to need at least a tier. I told you the tier you're going to need of Dart. Dart's not mandatory unless you really want to transform your business and doing some other stuff and build intelligence in the back end, creating your own agents to go out, and you wake up in the morning, you have, your briefing of all the things you need to do and where it makes suggestions and all that. If you want to build that kind of robot, then you will need Dart. But if you don't want to build that yet, you kind of just want to build some other robots that can kind of do some things for you, then you're going to need probably, to me, um, I think tier 2 or tier 3 of both of those. I don't know about the queues. I just when I spoke to the founder, he says, "Dude, you're not running a major operation. You don't all the queues, and because you got to run stuff in the cloud and all that. You really don't need that. You really don't overthink that. Don't get oversold on that, right? Um, you want to get more of the triple O than you do of the RoboMotion. The RoboMotion you get away with 1 or 2 robots, right? That's because they're going to do all the work. You're not going to run 5 and 6 daisy chain machines together and have them doing things for you. You're not doing that. You just want to own a RPA, right? You do want to own a RPA. You do want to own a RPA. Can we get away? I think we need a course. Yeah, so I'll do that. So he go Cold Crush, man. This guy. Cold Crush was where's it at? Let me see. Hold on. I think I did build one for you. Let me try to find it. Thought I built one for you guys. Give me a second. Um, boom, 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 boom. So I put together a full. I put together a. I'm working on building a robot that puts together my weekly newsletters for me. So I'm still working on it. I got work to do. I got the blueprint already. I just haven't had time. But it goes through, it reads the feeds, it puts my newsletters together automatically for me. So that's one that I'm working on. What else am I working on? Um, that was one that I was working on. So they can do things like they can curate your SEO content, they can do your ad copy generation, email marketing campaigns, because everything can be triggered by a webhook, right? Blog posts are you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna call, I'm gonna call BD's, I'm gonna call their bluff. I'm gonna create a robot to create a BD website for me. How do I know I can do that? I already know I can see how it can be done. It's not going to be that difficult to do. I can see that. And you can do them. You can do web scraping. You can do all of that other stuff. So anyway, what did I want to show? I wanted to show you guys something else here. All right, so let's talk about the tools. So what did you guys? What else was a good tool? Let me see. Let me look in the comments here. So the comments here. All right. So what are the cues? I'm full stack road motion because I am starting a business operations agency. Good for you. And that's why I said the people that see it, the people that get it, they're like, I can automate this, do that, do this, right? I don't have to go and get all of the tedious. I'm what I'm thinking, man. I don't know if I don't have any money left to do a 10 BD deal. I just don't have enough. I got five, I got 4 billion directories already. I got 2 that are just, I got one that's online and I got another one that's coming online at the beginning of the year. But a lot of that stuff is automated. I can do a lot of automations now because they got the AI feature. So I can train my robot to go in there, create their websites. I can also train oh my goodness. I can actually train my robots to go in there and create my weekly blogs inside of Brilliant Directories, create the blog, post a blog, do all that, and let that BD site run on its own. I can have my robot go and scrape and find and the put together the keywords and stuff for me and then put together a keyword. Yeah, now that BD is kind of because what he just shared with you is you can do webhooks in BD. So I can do a webhook out of my Dart or something else to go in and create that and then come back and create a blog or something. I can do all that automatically. That's nice. That's nice. So all right, so what other tools? So now I gave you guys that, right? I gave you guys that. I think you guys got my link. I'll post it again just in case you're having any last minute thoughts. I'll give you guys that. I don't like I said, I didn't this is something that wasn't inspected, but a lot of people's like, hey, I already have your tools, Jenny. What is it that I can be looking at? And I just wanted to give you guys that robot one because nobody's talking about it. Nobody's talking about that hack. I wish I had more time to do it. And then I can kind of, because you guys know I like to give you the use cases. So on paper, it looks good. I've tested it out. I've tested out the concept. I ran the concept through my chats. And they're like, yeah, you're onto something, right? And they said, yeah, this could be powerful. Another thing that my chats told me, right? And I've asked 3 different models. And what they've all said is you'd be foolish not to get an RPA and mix it with a GPT of any sort. The magic gold is mixing a GPT with an RPA. Sounds like a lot. Sounds like a whole bunch of word salads. But don't be just buying this stuff. Buy some stuff that's gonna make you some money. All right, so I put my code in there. Um, if you guys wanted to possibly pick it up. All right, so let's talk about some deals. Let's go into some deals. So we talk. Have you guys seen pretty prompt yet? What I like about the pretty prompt is it helps you write better um, prompts, but it's portable. It can work on any. It's browser based, so it can work on any prompt tool. Um, and it just enhances your prompts on the fly. So it doesn't matter which system you're using. If you're in a browser, it's going to be able to pretty much do that. So that's pretty powerful. We're on a conference call today, and I asked the founders of Triple O and Prompt and Pretty Prompt to get together and do a collab and then institute their. They're like, yeah, let's do it. So they're going to get together. That's going to be nasty. All right. Are you able to speak, compare, draft, and consulto? If you can, what do you think? It's a good question. People's a PP Pretty Prompt is a good tool using it now. Yeah, Pretty Prompt is. Yeah, don't sleep on Pretty Prompt. She looking pretty. She got a lot of good reviews too. So don't sleep on Pretty Prompt. So here's a good question. Are you able to speak, compare, draft, and consulto? If you can, what do you think? I mean, two different tools, right? I don't want to keep laboring this. I think they both have their lanes, right? I think Consulto is more of a. So I would sell Consulto to a consultant. I would sell it to a law firm, a CPA firm, a bookkeeping firm. I would sell or position to those types of firms. But I would position a draft with uh, a hair salon, a nail salon, um, a daycare, a nursery, a tutoring company, right? I would do that. I would do. It's the two separately types of deals. But what I will say is, if you show, here's what I've learned. This is how I was able to make some additional money this week. I showed a guy, he says, hey, build me a website. So I said, I ain't building your website. I'm gonna build you a landing page, right? Because they don't know what they know, right? What's a domain, right? What's this? So he's that type of person. He just knows that he wants to start his own business, own website. I said, all right, fine. I'll build your landing page. You don't need a web page. Why? You don't need all that. Nobody wants to know about me. Nobody wants to know what you're doing, charitable contributions. They don't care about all that. All they want to know is, can you help them? I said, we're gonna tell them in the first page. That's all we're gonna tell them. Can we help them? If I can help you, these are my rates. Period. We're not getting into all this other stuff. So once I talked them into one single page landing page, then I was like, he's like, well, how will people link up with me? I said, do you have Calendly? No, what's that? Right. So then he doesn't know what that is, right? So I said, all right, well, I'll tell you what, I'll put my own. I have a couple of licenses. This is what I told him. Giving you guys a play here. I have a couple of licenses, and I'll put one on your site, and I'll put that in your monthly payment, right? Your monthly maintenance package, right? So I tell people, I'm going to put up your website. Never try to be an agency for somebody on a one-time cost. You always want to try to have a recurring type of monthly maintenance, because they're going to be calling you because stuff's going to be they're not going to be able to fix it, or they're going to pretty much break it. So you always charge a maintenance fee. So the monthly maintenance fee I was charging it was $99. And I said, well, listen, I'll throw on a calendar invite. People can come schedule their appointments, do everything on your site, and they'll be able to book with you. Not only did I do that, I had already showed them, because inside Traft, I have the full stack of Traft, and I don't know it's multi-user. So I want to say it's 6 and above gives you agency or something like that. I can't remember. But once you get the agency pack, they give you 5 agency demo sites. So what you do is you set up a demo site, how depending on what vertical you're working in, whether it's some nail salon, whatever, they will buy it. Soon as they see it, they got to have it. And that's one thing I'm noticing, that the people who've never seen Traft, once they see it, oh, I got to have that. I gotta have that. And if you yourself, once you see traffic, you're like, oh, I need to have that tool, right? But you and I both know we had some exposure to other tools. But the average person, the ordinary Joe, when they see Trav, they're like, I want that. And so now I just resell it in the agency dashboard. And so that's the difference in the two. But Consulto's different, right? Because it's more for professionals and it's not in heavy. I wouldn't move it in a heavy bulk. I would move it in more of a solo real estate agent type of lawyer, attorney, CPA, just starting their practice type of deal. That's kind of the way I would market that and kind of move it that way. So that's the difference. So if you wanted to know the difference, I mean, as far as value, I mean, so Consulto has these widgets, right? And so when they have the widgets, you can that's something else you can do some vibe coding on. There you go. And you can tie their widgets and their landing pages and you can put codes around them. So you can do some really flexible stuff with that. Why Pretty Punch over prompt enhancers like in Merlin? Um, why Pretty Prompt over prompt enhancers like in Merlin? So, so what Pretty Prompt does? That's a good question. Pretty Prompt is kind of like it is kind of like a Merlin. It is kind of like a Merlin, but Pretty Prompt builds your library. It builds your library of all of your prompts. So you can say, hey, these are my GPT go-to prompts. These are my picture prompts, and I really want the perfect picture. These are my, and then you start building out your own library. I know Pretty Prompt does that. That's one of the things I know that you can do. But Merlin's pretty. I think Merlin to me, I found more power on YouTube with Merlin. It's kind of my thoughts. So, you guys got any other quick tools? Because I'm starting to, with so many people vibe coding and selling micro apps. Do you think the push lap full stack of being an agency for managing affiliate programs is a valuable business opportunity? Your review was on fire. I think it is. I think it's so much so, Frank. So Frank's question is, with so many people vibe coding and selling micro apps, I think that's a misstatement, right? I'm not saying you're wrong. I just think because we're in that world, it seems like there's a lot of people. And that's the mistake that I think a lot of people make when they're trying to figure out should I start a business or whatever. People we think because we're in this world, because we're in this LTD life, because we're out here on these LTD streets and they're getting lean, right? We think that everybody is building micro apps and vibe coding. Everybody is not. Everybody's not going to be that good at it. Some people are just going to be average, right? So push lap full stack. Let me tell you, let me show you one. I'm gonna show you one graph, right? And I'm gonna show you something, and I'm gonna be very, very transparent with you. So let me pull it up here real quick. And I'm gonna be very transparent with you. I'm gonna be very so I'm going to show you guys something. I'm gonna be very when I say I'm gonna be very transparent, it's gonna be you be like, oh, Jenny's not, he's being straight up, right? All right, so listen. Now, if you how do I say this? Hmm. Let me add it. Let me add it. Give me a second here. Um, oh, I got a screen here. What am I sharing? Let me share this screen. All right. So this is why this is my number one tool. Because right here, let me pull it up so you can see share screen, share screen. All right. So this is the push lab growth. Let me zoom it in here so you can see it right here. Boom. Oh, I can't. I was trying to get it. Hold on. All right, let's see what we got here. All right, this is what I want you to see, right? Everybody still here? All right. So look at the agency for $299 a month. $299 a month. The agency plan. Let me know if you can see it. Say, I can see it. I can see it. I can see it. You tell me. I want you guys because we're doing simple math here. I don't want to confuse anybody here. You tell me what is the number one thing that jumps out at you, and I'm gonna tell you guys who's gonna get this, and probably the robotics man C store is gonna see this. Not so much as robotic, but the way you do inventory and all that other stuff, and the way you consult. You tell me the number one thing that you see that will tell you would be crazy not to get this deal. You tell me right here. I want you to look under the agency. I don't want you to look under startup. I don't want you to look under business. I want you to look under agency, the one for $299 a month. $299 a month. Man, Merlin ain't coming back. They're charging people. I think I pay $100 a year for that or something. Frank, you don't see it? Let me tell you. All right, let me get one more answer. Who else can see it? Agency plan, $299 a month. Frank, you're the one asked the question. You should be able to see it. I told you I go to the websites. So let me tell you, right? Nobody's going to say anything. I can't believe C-Store don't have it. I can't believe he can't see it. All right, so let me tell you. Whoa. I think we got it. Hold on. Only 15 affiliate programs. Ding, ding, and ding. Only 15 affiliate programs. Ding, ding, and ding. 15. How many can I get with my agency program with AppSumo? I get 120 programs. I wish I had that song. Ooh. Is that how that goes? That's how that goes. That's how that goes. This is my number one tool of 2025 on AppSumo. And I told you guys. So you're telling me I can get 120 programs or agencies. So I can run. So you term it like this. I can run 120 affiliate programs. Yeah. So let's take the 299 because I'm a math guy, kind of, I got it, but you guys got to see the numbers because Jenny's BSing me. Oh, no, I'm not BSing you. So we take that. So we go, let's go here. So eight times. So you're buying a program. You're buying an app for $500 lifetime I think it's five something lifetime. That's going to give you access to $2,392. So you should be paying $2,392 a month. Monthly, not annually, not yearly. You should be paying. If you're going to have 120 sites, we multiply that down, that gives you 8. You're paying 8 times the sites, right? So if we take 8 times 15, that's 120. 8 times 15 is 120, right? You take that 120 sites, because that's what you're running, and we'll multiply that. If I bought 8 if I bought 8 licenses from their website right now, it would cost me a month. Um, let me see. Oh, 299. So 8. Oh, wait a minute. So 299 times 8. That would cost me $2,392. It would literally cost me to run that agency. That's what it would cost me a month. So I would have to break even every month. I have to do 2,000 in sales versus I bought it. It's a sunken cost for $500. Once after the first month, I've already made my money back. Yeah. So Frank, Frank, did that answer your question? This is why you need to belong to my all access passes. We do this all the time. I'm not going to be doing that often up here anymore, but we're going to be breaking down these numbers and see if they make sense to you. So this is the reason why C Store bought 2 full stacks of push lap, and I bought 2 full stacks of push lap. You got 2 stacks, didn't you? C Store? You said you got 2. I'd have to go back and look. So I ended up buying 2 full stacks. Let me tell you another reason why. And you only hear that here. And if anybody says anything different, oh well, but it's highly unlikely that they'll ever come back. Highly. Can't say I didn't tell you. Can't say I didn't tell you. Kenny, you told me. I say, hey, I tried to tell you. When I said it's a high probability, I'd say the probability is greater than 85% that PLG Push Lab Grow will not be back on AppSimo. Do I want to say never? Don't want to say never. Is it a high probability of maybe 80% plus? Yeah. Is it a good deal? Yeah, it's a good deal. But no, I topped off with the 2 new tiers they added. Oh, so you topped off and got the 10. So you now have 10 codes. So you have 10 codes. I bought 2. I ended up buying 2 of them. I'm gonna run an agency. I'm gonna run a growth accelerator agency. I'm giving you guys my playbook. Where are you gonna get clients from, Jenny? From my BD, baby. You could run the client. Everybody's trying to figure out how to get clients when all they got to do is grow their BD. Their BD is like a feeder system. Anybody played AAA baseball, right? Anybody playing the G League? You've heard of the G League and the NBA and the basketball, right? Those are feeders. They feed people to the professional levels, right? They're the ones that travel on the buses. They don't fly first class. They travel on the buses. But when you become good, you get up to the big leagues. So when people are in my brilliant directories for free, I can say, yeah, I noticed, and you're running all these, and you're finding random people in your brilliant directories. You say, hey, listen, I wanted to feature you. I'm going to feature you. I run these spots every so often. We're going to feature you. Here's a link to it, blah, blah, blah. They drive more juice back to you and so on and so forth. But you say, hey, listen, and that was fine. That's just one of the things I do. I also do, the AI appointment setter, and you sell them you sell them the Dilora, right? You sell them the Dilora. And this is, I'm looking at your service. Your service would do very well if I was able to put a widget on it that allow people to get an instant savings of 20% if they referred someone else to your program. Do you want that widget? Yeah, I want that widget. Boom. I'll let you try it out for 30 days. Why? Somebody tell me why I can let somebody try something out for 30 days. I'll put you in my agency accelerator program for 30 days free. Who can tell me on this chat as we kind of wrap up here? Who can tell me, I'm gonna do about 15 more minutes. Who can tell me right now why I can get them a 30-day free trial? 30 days. Let's test it out. Let's see if it works. Who can tell me? In the comments. C-Store, you working with us. Everybody else is asleep. I don't know where people are at. Frank probably went off to buy Push Lab Growth. He saw the light. He used the Jenny Juice link and he went and got it. Somebody tell me right now how I can afford to give a 30-day free trial. Tell me right now. I want to know. Come on, people. You're business people. Come on. Tell me, tell me, tell me, tell me, tell me. Anyone, even Bueller. I'll take Bueller. Boom. I own it. Habits are formed after 30 days. I like what you're thinking, but I own it already. I own 120 licenses that I got on Black Friday for $500 that cost everybody else $299. I own it. So I can give you a 30-day free trial. Come on, people. This is what we doing. I don't want to make you sound, I don't want to belittle it, but I want to make it as easy as possible. Because if I tell you anything that I do in my agency, I can give you a 30-day free trial. Let's test it out. After you get your first customer, you don't have to pay me until you get your first customer. That's different than trying to run ads. Oh, we're ads agency. I don't have to run ads. I'm gonna show you the blueprint on how we're gonna grow and scale your business. I'm trying not to give you guys too much of this blueprint, but we don't run in the same circles. And there's so many more people that need help that I really don't believe I just really believe we've scratched the surface of this. Sunken costs. Sunken costs. The way you're stacking software, I feel like you're building on LTD version of Go High Level. Yeah, I am. I am. I kid you not, because I'm gonna tell you when the light went off, right? And I shared with you guys earlier when I was on with the BD people. I lost everything because I was in one model. The people that are closer to me, people that are in my full stack circle, my inner circle, they know that I lost everything. And I lost everything because I was in one niche. I was in one genre. It was a house of cards that failed. I lost everything. And I said to myself, if I ever get on my feet or ever recover, I'll never be in one niche ever again. 33 revenue streams later, that's where we're at. That's where we're at. And I harped so much on that's right. It's a sunken cost. And I harp so much. So you have to, some of the things, right? So we'll do, let's say we'll do a few things. Let's say we buy tools on AppSumo, right? I'm not just a hobbyist. I used to be. I'm hands free. I'm hands up. I used to be. I was guilty as charged. I would just buy tools. Oh, that looks nice. Let me buy that. Oh, that's nice. You can wind it up. Oh, it doesn't need batteries. Let me put that. It needs D batteries. Oh, let me set that on a shelf. Next thing you know, it's with a heavy heart. It's like, I didn't even get a chance to deploy that. Then you see another tool. Oh, this was a nice tool. It was so nice and so unique that people didn't buy it because they couldn't explain their messaging right. So nobody bought it because they didn't understand it. It wasn't a regular tool. It wasn't a regular CRM. It wasn't a regular, learning management system. So people didn't understand it. So people didn't buy it. Next, it's with a heavy heart that we have to cease operations. We'll give you 30 days to move your stuff. 30 days? So now you're mad. You can't be mad at nobody but yourself. You can't be mad at nobody but yourselves because you didn't deploy it. Had you deployed it and you would have made a little bit of money, you wouldn't feel bad. You'd be like, well, you know what? I paid $300 for it, made $1,000 off of it, made $2,000 off it. I can't be mad. I have to be more cautious moving in the future. People get these heavy hearts. They're running around in my community. Hey, I can't believe this company. I was like, hey, I had them deployed. I already made it $3,000. I made $4,000 off them already. If they go, they go. I kind of sense that. That's the reason why I bought this other tool. I made so much money off of that first tool, and I saw them. They weren't growing. They weren't adding anything new. They weren't meeting with their customers. They wasn't having breakouts. They wasn't having whiteboard sessions showing their customers how to grow. They didn't do anything, and they ended up going out of business. And I knew they were going to go out of business, so I bought another tool to replace them. But I had the money because I was making money off the tool because I deployed it. Am I just talking, or is Is anybody here? No thumbs up, no likes, no. What are we doing, people? Are we good? Frank, did you go buy Push Lap Growth yet? Do you guys believe me? Do you guys believe I bought 2 tiers? I mean, 2 full stacks? Answer that question first. Because I can show you my dashboard. I don't have to lie. I think you guys, one thing you guys know about me, you know, I eat my own dog food. I don't play. If I tell you I'm going to do something, I'm going to do it. Period. Let's go. I literally have the only reason why I went back. So let me kind of tell you guys what my shopping went like, right? And I'm not trying to flex or anything like that. I have been grinding. Not a lot of people think I just do digital marketing. Dude, it's 1/5 of my revenue streams come from digital marketing. 1/5. And I have 33 revenue streams. And 1/5 of them comes from digital marketing. I love sharing with young entrepreneurs. I don't teach anymore. I used to teach grad school. I stopped teaching grad school. Why? You know, a lot of people say, why would you give up that money? Because they didn't want to pay my corporation. They kept wanting to W-2 me. I'm like, dude, I don't need W-2 income. It's the worst income to have. Right? I need stuff that's going to hit my Schedule C, right? I need stuff that, you know, it's going to put me in a different tax bracket that's lower, that I can have more advantages on. I don't need W-2 income, right? That's just, I want owning an income. I want owning a business income. I don't want W-2 income, right? And so they're like, no, unfortunately we can't do that, blah, blah, blah. We have to show employee count and whatever. And I just said, all right, fine. And that's why I started developing my own accounts, my own academies. So if you guys haven't seen that, just because I had to put curriculums together, I had to put courses together, I had to put course curriculums together. That's why I said, you know what, I'm gonna build my own academy. I'm gonna build my own academy. And that was one of the things I wanted to do. But I love teaching, I love sharing. So I said, I'll build my own academy. So I built my own academy. So now I have I don't know, an academy account. I don't want to get into that. I do want to get into some of the things I bought. I'd already owned Push Lab Growth, and then they came out. I already owned it at 8 stacks. They came out with 2 additional tiers to own the multi-level. So I got that. And then I ended up buying another one last night after speaking with the founder. He was on a workshop. I ended up buying another one. So I have another full stack. Is because I want to create a growth accelerator agency, right? Inside that growth accelerator agency, I want to have an affiliate program available to them. I want to have a place or an opportunity for people to showcase their talent. So I have a Hey Summit, right? So I'm giving you guys a place. You're either taking them down or you're not, and you're using the Jenny Juice lease because I'm giving you juice today. So I have a place for them to showcase their talent. Not only that, if I want them to continue to make money because they're paying me as a client for my BD, then I want to have a calendar tool that I can give to them. So let me give you guys another math problem, right? We're good at math here, right? And I think Kev got it. I wonder if Kev gets this. If I have a BD client that's paying me, I don't know, $150 a month, because they're a premium client in my directory, and I give them, install on their website a calendar from Traff, because I own 200 of them, and I give them, so they're paying me $150 a month. I give them part of their solution. Hey, I'm struggling to set appointments or whatever. I got you. Here you go. Boom. I set up the Traff account. I set it up for them free of charge. And here, as long as you're a member on my premium subscription, the calendar is yours. Kev, work with me. Kev, work with me, Kev. Why did I do that, Kev? Hey, don't worry about it, Miguel. Miguel said, hey, I just want to see your ops, your tech systems, puzzle breakdowns. Imagine having a blueprint of your BD and other clients. Ask them which of these do you want to have, or so on. Yeah, that's why I got puzzled. But you're part of you already follow me. You're part of my all access. You're gonna see all of that. We're gonna go behind the scenes. I'm gonna show you guys behind this. If you're part of my all access pass, you're gonna see all of my operations eventually, not all at once. Some of you guys will pay for 2 months and then you'll be like, all right, I got everything I need. And I'm only just scratching the surface of the things you can learn. Uh so Kev, Big Kev, are you still there? C store, you there? Tell me why that scenario is going to work. And I already told you, anybody that sees a BDK, anybody that sees a draft calendar just wants it. Like as soon as they see it, they're like, I want that. That right there, I haven't seen anything like that. That I want. That I want. A draft calendar customized for them. Oh, I want that. I like what you're thinking. Terry says recruiting income. It's income. I don't know. I don't that word doesn't go well with it. I see what you're saying. It could be used for that. But I'm giving you a calendar, sir. As long as you're a client of mine, you can use this calendar. I learned this in 1998. I learned what I'm going to share with you guys. You got it. This guy's thinking like me, man. They won't leave. Where are they going to get another draft and the value that I'm adding? Where are they going to go? Where are they going to get that? They can't. They can't get that draft anywhere else. They can pay for it, but draft, they're going to pay for draft on their own. Draft, agency gives you everything. So you unlock everything. You go to draft, you start adding different things, you're going to be way over the 150 I'm charging you. I'm throwing in a calendar for you. It's the anchor. It's the anchor. I learned this in 1999. It's the anchor them. They'll never leave. Who said it? Big Kev's World. This is it. It's like the Apple ecosystem. And I'm going to tell you, listen, I would not do Apple if my life depended on it. I was such an Android brat. I was such a brat. I was spoiled. You can do this. I was kind of running with Google. You can do that. It's free creative freedom. You didn't get locked in, doing all that. Then they had a sale. There's like buy one phone, get 3 free. Buy one phone, get 3 free. 4 people in my household bought the Apple. I can't get out. It's like I'm in prison. It's like I got an orange jumpsuit on. I cannot get out of this ecosystem. But I wouldn't let my Android go. Why would I do that? Can't let my Android go. So this is now my business phone, and this is my family phone, right? This is my accounts payable, and this is my accounts receivable. Sounds crazy. Don't play me. Everybody knows me. So all my family, my mom, my brother, my sister, my sons, my wife, when they want the credit card, when they want help with something, they need me to help them pay a bill. Dad, give me some money, give me a loan. My mom's, hey, help me with this or whatever. People, this is the phone that rings. But when clients need something, clients need help or whatever, this is the phone that rings. Or I call out on this phone. It's my Android. Not trying to impress you. I'm just trying to let you know that once I got in the Apple system, I can't get out. I got the watch. Where's my watch at? I got the watch. Man, I got the tablet. I got the MacBook. And it's crazy. You build a system like that, people will never leave. It's like, man, I don't know what it is about Jenny, man, but he's got me with a calendar. He's got me with this. He got some AI system he's created. He knows some partners. He was able to get a license there. I got that, right? This is somebody, a business owner. I've mixed them in with a Dilora and a Traft. They ain't going nowhere. Does that make sense? Dropping dimes tonight. Dimes. All right. So what other tools? So enough on that. Enough on the BD. The Consulto, to me, the Consulto is acquired taste. But to me, Consulto is the easiest conversion that you'll ever have as a consultant or as a solopreneur or as a person that wants to become an agency for somebody. Because you can become an agency with Consulto, right? And be in, right? You can do that. So to me, Consulto is an acquired taste. I think push lab growth is something you have to already be established, kind of, and then add that. Or you're helping someone build websites or whatever, and you say, you know what, I want to accelerate you. I'm testing this beta out, and you drop and you create the push lab growth system, which push lab growth is got to be the easiest system to set up. I've had little to zero. Let me think. I haven't had any issue setting up my programs. They were so easy to set up, and they give you the sizes to do your logos and all that other stuff. Come on, man, they've made it so easy. It turns down the churn. That's right. That's right. Yeah, it turns down the churn. All right. All right. So what else? That's acquired taste. We talked about triple O. Let me see what else is here. Let me look. Let me see. Let me see what else is here. We secretly talked about Dart. That was a talked about RoboMotion, talked about Gumlet. Prompt engine, eh, turn simple ideas into high quality prompts for any AI models with this powerful generator. I need to see the difference in these two. I need to do my own test. I think I don't think theirs is a I don't think theirs is a plugin. I need to see. Oh, you only get 1,000 prompts you only get 1,000 prompts a month. It's cheaper. It's definitely cheaper. I might have to do a little test on the prompt engine in that. I might have to. If you guys want to do a hack, I'll do that. I'll pick it up just to do a hack on it. What else? What else is a good deal? Let's go here. Let's take a look. So we talked about Consulta. We talked about Gumlet, Consulto, RoboMotion, Dart. This baby right here. I'm not feeling agentic flow, man. People are kind of feeling this. I'm just not feeling this tool. For some reason, I'm not feeling this tool. I'm not. I have no idea what's going to happen with agentic flow. I like their vision and what they're trying to do, but for some reason, I'm not feeling this tool. Hopefully, this doesn't come back to bite me. I've been wrong about tools before. I just don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. This baby right here, subscriber. All right. I thought I was sharing the screen. I'm not even sharing the screen. Hold on. Let me see. I thought I was sharing the screen. I guess they took my share screen off. Yeah, they're like, what tool are you talking about? So that is funny because I thought I was sharing the screen. I'm not. So this tool right here, this is the tool, subscriber. Subscriber is another one of those tools that's before its time. Now, subscriber does a lot of things well. You have to really be in the YouTube space to understand what kind of a gem this is. Now, if you're not in the YouTube, you don't have a YouTube channel, you're not going to see the value in this tool. You're just not. I'm in the YouTube space and I see the value of this tool. I really do. What I can see the value in this tool more than anything else, I can see the value in this tool for some other people. Because I understand how the YouTube works, I understand how the algorithm works. But other people that don't, they don't understand the power they don't know how YouTube works, then this is an excellent tool for them. I mean, it's if you're in the if you're even flirting with YouTube, right? And my thing on YouTube, right? A lot of people are asking me is like, Jenny, why are you getting off YouTube or whatever? It for me, for everything that I'm doing, I've already been evaluating my business for everything that I do. YouTube is giving me it's given me a fair amount of return, not poverty returns, but it's the returns versus the effort. How does that sound? Because the effort in putting together things for YouTube, the return is not justified. It's a decent return. I do pretty well. It's just not to where it's to the point where like, because you'll hear about some YouTubers just quitting or whatever. YouTube is a grind. And then the reason why YouTube is a grind, right? Um, Let me tell you why YouTube is a grind. So YouTube is a grind. YouTube is a grind because YouTube they make you they keep putting rabbits out there. They're grinding you for content, right? So what they'll do is they'll drop you out of the algorithm if they don't think you're going to put anything out, and then then you fall below the poverty level. Then you got to put something out. It's a grind. It's a grind factory. It's really what it is. So it's just YouTube is hard. A lot of people think it's easy. Oh man, you show up, you make 10, 15. No, it's a grind. It's YouTube is a grind. Don't let anybody tell you that. YouTube is a grind. But I think subscriber makes it easier. It takes half your grind down. Paper Progress says, hey, I love subscriber, especially since it relaunched this year. I also have Taj's ability to upload it to Taj's playlist, and it does all the work. Yeah. There you go. Find your own hacks. That's exactly it, right? Multi-stream verse. I have no idea. Multi-stream versus multiverse. I have no idea what you're talking about on that. I don't know what you mean when you say that because it's like there's more content and there's an idea behind that. When you say that. Let's look at some other tools until they can kind of figure out how they want to position that or say that. All right, so let's see. All right. I'm gonna roll here. I gotta go. You guys are trying to chat. I've already been working with you guys for last couple of days. All right. So what else are we missing? Let's go back here. Let's look for some hidden gems, right? What else? What else? Bum, 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 bum. So paper in progress. You asked about look at the pretty prompts taco scores. They have 573 tacos, 573 ratings, right? And then you go to the other one, they got like 27 and they're like 4-star. I don't know. It's a big drop off, I think, between the two. Come a mail in charge. Both of them, their interfaces are dated. They need to upgrade this stuff. They got to get on it. They got to get on it. Skill plate puzzle. I've already beat puzzle to death. You guys should know about that already. Skill plate, I've kind of beat to death already. Skill plate. Here's what I'll say about skill plate, right? I don't want to be over biased or anything like that. But what I found, Maker Sweet, this guy. Yeah, there's a hack in there. I was trying to do one. I was kind of Maker Sweet. Once they get back stable, I've been speaking to the founder in Discord, and he's like, "Yeah, we got to try to figure out." He's one of these guys, right? I want people when you build out your models, right? Build out your models to be sustainable. Build out your models to be like worst case scenario, right? And I remember I learned from a CEO back in 1995, right? I'm dating myself. Some of you guys weren't even born. And once a quarter, he would pull everybody into the room. This true story. And I'm gonna just tell you this, and then we'll talk about. So let me give you something. So, and this has to do with MakerSuite and any other heavy heart CEO, right? And if he's maybe a CEO listening, once a quarter, he will pull his entire team, entire staff together. And this is stuff that has stuck with me since 1995, right? This is stuff I'm subscribing to this stuff. I was a young buck, right? And what he said, make sure you guys give me a thumbs up because we're just chatting today. My wife is gone. She's not here to love on me. I ain't gonna say bother me, love on me. This is what he said. Every quarter you get together and you pull everybody together, and what he wanted, and he would give these bonuses, these he'd give out these checks. He'd just hand you an envelope. Because what he wanted ideas for company growth. So he went to his people and solicited them. This, Carlos, hear me out, because I know you know, I just hear what he. So every quarter he went to his people that worked for him. Everybody, the people that worked the phones, the people that did the mail, the people that did the sales, everything he wanted to know. What he wanted to know was, give me your one best idea for our company in case of emergency, break glass. Meaning we wake up the next day and our competitor has just created what we've created and made it better. It's true story. True story. He used to do this once a quarter. And what he would do is he would get them, then he'd get the ideas, and he says, I'm gonna award 2 people in this room just for their idea, whatever. And people come, they bring back, give them the concept. They'd be like, hey, if we did this, maybe we can do this. Maybe we can offer this feature because it's the most requested feature. This is a feature that no one else will be able to do, and they can't do it in an amount of time or whatever. And I'm just giving you an example. So whoever had the best ideas, he would just give them an envelope. Boom, 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 boom. Cash, checks. He just give them. Because what he was building, and I asked him, I had a chance to pick his brain one time, and he said, I do that because I know we won't be on top forever. Right now, we're number 1, but I want to remain number 1. As soon as we slip out of number 1, we're going to have problems. Right. And I don't want to always compete on price. And he said it, and he says, I always want to have, in a case of emergency, break glass types of implementations that I can do. And I don't want to have to think about them at that time. Because once the competition's caught up with you, they caught up with you. Right. And that's what stuck with me. So that's what I was saying about the whole Maker Suite. No, Maker Suite to me is still a good tool. I love that tool. Like I said, I talked to the founder on Discord. They're trying, they open it back up a little bit for everyone else. But as far as developing a tool out, I don't know. But it did a very good job. There's no tools doing what they was the only ones doing that tool. And like I said, that's kind of where you run into this problem. You get these heavy hearts. I've gotten more heavy hearts from more creative tools than anything else. The tools are so creative that people have put all their energy into making the most unique tool, but they have no energy on how to translate that into sales. Like, tools will come to AppSumo, right? They'll come to AppSumo. You go to their website, free trial, blah, blah, blah. Where they're running into the biggest problems is they have no videos, right? They have no tutorials. They have nobody working. This is how you use our tool. This is what you do. There's nobody, no founders is meeting with people once a week, once a month. Hey, the founder's coming on. Hey, this is our use our tool, blah, blah, blah. You get feedback from others. People say, hey, we need to do this, do that. That's what they need to be doing to all these AppSumo users. I don't know what these dudes are doing. Maybe because I'm a finance guy, but I'm a marketing guy. So I kind of get it. I don't want to. Ads are easy. I'll let somebody run my ads. I'll pay, $3 per client, and then, if the client buys, they do, or they don't, they do, then I'll get $100. So I'm really paying $97. I'm making $97 off every lead that I pay $100. I'm not impressed with that. What I'm impressed with is the people got my tool and they're making money and they're telling others about my tool so others can make money. And I do for the life of me, I can't figure out why they're not doing that. I can't figure it out. Maker Suite that tool is fire. To me, that tool still is fire. So I would mix that with a subscriber and try to squeeze out as much as I can. Then the name, I mean, the name is really not, I don't know, it's kind of like Google or Yahoo, but Maker Suite, and it's not really spelled the way it's supposed to be spelled. In my I learned that in my undergrad program in business marketing, and they was like, man, keep it simple. Don't be trying to, oh, I spell biz like Bizz. No, people are simple. People really have seventh, eighth grade understanding. If you try that prompt, I'm gonna give you guys this prompt, right? This is a prompt I'm giving you guys since you guys are hanging out with me. Um, Try adding, if you're trying to explain something complex, try adding, I want to explain this to an 11th grader. I want you to use graphics and understanding that an 11th grader would understand it. Tell me what that does to your prompt. That's what you'll be learning in my AI Academy. Those little secret hacks. There's so many different things going on. So, you guys have been great. Hourglass is hanging out for us today. You guys got anything else? Anything else? What other tools? What other tools did we miss? Let's go back to it. Let's see what we got here. What else? Oh, that's right. I didn't get back to skill plate. So skill plate. Here's what I'll say about skill plate. And this is the honest truth, right? I have found out of every LMS, and I own a lot of them. I can show you right now, I can show you all the logins to all the LMSs I have. I have them all. I have Online Course Creator, I have Easy Course, I have um Uverse, I have what's that other one? And I have 3 other ones. I can't even remember the names right now. I have them all. I have every single LMS that came out. By far, the easiest one to set up and deploy, because a lot of this is just about deploying fast. How fast can I deploy to get to my first dollar? By far, by far, skill plate is the fastest. If you're trying to get to $1, so listen, Jenny, I spent all of my money. If you came to me right now, we did a one-on-one right now. I said, Jenny, I got a problem. So what's your problem? She says, man, I spent all my money. So what did you get? I got skill play. That's all I got. I'm like, you're good. You're good. You can make back in you can make back literally everything you spent on Black Friday if you own one skill plate. You don't even have to own a full stack. The sad part about not owning a full stack is once you find out how good it is and how easy, you're like, dang, I should have got a full stack. That's what you're gonna say. That's the experience. That's what the experience has taught me. Like if I get in, so if I download a tool, don't just buy a tool and be like, all right, you know how AppSumo, you buy a tool and it says, hey, here's all your tools. You need to launch that puppy and you need to get inside of it. You start looking around. Okay, they said it had webhooks. Where the webhook at? Okay, blah, blah, blah. How easy is it for me to create my domain? How easy for it to do this? Do they have true white label? And I'm testing all the, not trying to do anything. I just want to see that it does what it does. The next thing you want to do is how fast can I deploy this tool to make my money back from what I just spent? Skill plate to me has the out of all of my tools, skill plate has the highest rate of return. I just got skill plate. The early beginning of the month. I don't know the exact date it dropped, but it dropped at the beginning of the month. I've already made my money back. I made my money back in short order. Part of that is because I already had classes I wanted to offer, right? But it was easy to deploy. So within the first week, I had already had skill play up and running, had already worked on my kinks, had it already up and running, and I've already made my money back. And it's still up there, still on AppSumo. And I'm telling you this. I don't care about the one domain. Let's get away from that. You don't need, all you need is one domain. That's all you need is one domain, because if it only has one domain, then you make your problem fit the solution. You'd be like, okay, let me have a brand, or let me create another brand that sits on top. Like what I ran with mine is, I said, all right, well, I'm gonna run everything through one of my brands, and then I'll just trickle down. Doesn't really, because the reason why it doesn't really matter is because you can just sell off landing pages and never have to, no one has to see your full site. They can just see your landing page. And you just make a universal landing page. Right? You can do, let's say my name is Jenny Jones, right? Everybody knows that. If I just had a domain that says jennyjones.com, I can sell whatever I want to underneath it. I can. Whatever I want. I am my brand. I don't, the whole domain thing, dude, I'm saying dude, but yeah, uh I have 33 revenue streams, right? I'm only telling you that because I still only have one domain, but the way I'd say I am is Jenny Jones Digital. Boom. There you go. It's problem solved. I'm not going to get caught up in the one domain thing and all that. That one domain does not outweigh the power and the depth that that tool gives you. Doesn't outweigh it. And I could be biased, but I've already made money. I've already paid for it. It's done. I already got my money. Money's back in the bank because it's that fast to deploy. I don't have any LMS that deploys that fast. I don't. Where I can bundle tools, right? I already had tools I had already. I had already courses out already. I just start pulling them down, start bundling them. Boom, get this whole pack. Get the Jenny Hack pack. It's got this course, this course, this course in it. Boom, sold. This course by itself costs $100. This course by itself costs $72. This course by itself costs $100. That's $272. Get the whole pack, $35. Boom. Done. People want value. There you go. If you had Sweet Dash with LMS, oh, I love this question. This is an easy question. So they says, hey, listen, if you had Sweet Dash with LMS, do you think you'd need skill play? I understand there's a big difference in complexity. Yeah, so here's my challenge, right? I can show you, right? The funniest thing, right? When Sweet Dash first came, I ended up buying two. I bought all my Sweet Dashes once. I was buying one tier packs because I didn't want a lot of space in them. Because I kind of wanted to just use my Sweet Dashes as kind of hubs, meeting places. But I kind of wanted to just do a lot of embeds in there. At that time, they didn't even have LMS. What I found with their LMS is I can use them occasionally, but I'm not trying to put all of my learning in there. I'm just not. It doesn't, it doesn't convert. I'd rather have you as a client already and then put you in there. It's hard for me to make you a client from Sweet Dash versus, oh, you're a client, let me send you to Sweet Dash. Or I build a landing page way over here, and then let me send you an intake form that's going to bring you into Sweet Dash way over here. And then while you're there, I can probably do like a couple of mini courses. But I'm not trying to build out a full academy. If I'm trying to build out a full academy of classes, courses, bundles, communities, because I thought ventures would be that for me. I find out getting ventures, man, I need a degree in rocket science. Like, what? I got to do what? And it made it difficult. I can put a landing page together because I just type in a prompt, it creates a landing page. Boom. But it was hard for me to hook up my payment gateways and all. Well, the payment gateways, I was able to connect that, and then I was like, this is too hard, and I put it on the shelf. And now I can take my time with it and create many breakthroughs, right? 30-day challenges and stuff. I can do that in my Learniverse. It's not heavy lifting. I can't use it for heavy duty. My skill plate, heavy duty, heavy duty. Boom. Why? Because when I bought from them the first time, the founder was on AppSumo 4 years ago, like pre-COVID. Like he was on for a long time ago. And I bought one of his courses. I was more, I kid you not, I was more fascinated with the platform than I was the course because I had never seen anything like that. And and that's why they ended up creating their course. They ended up creating their environment and ended up reselling it because that was more valuable. It was perfect for what I wanted to do. So once that I found out that they were doing it, I was like, yeah, let's do it. I did learn a lot from his classes, but that thing there. So if I had Sweet Dash, what else do you think I need skill plate? It depends. I mean, I would use the two together. I'm using both together, right? I'm using both together. If you're part of my all access, I'll show people, I'll show them the blueprint of how I'm using them both together. Yeah, I'm using both skill plat and Sweet Dash. But you're asking me, do you think you need skill play? I don't think you can get away if you don't have the money. Just stay with your Sweet Dash. But I found Sweet Dash's LMS to be, it's just all right for me because it's kind of like a bolt on, right? And it gets a little clunky to me. But make zero mistake about it. Sweet Dash is the ultimate white label portal. I think they're number one. I don't even think there's a second. I don't even think there's a close second to Sweet Dash's portal. All right. I got to run to paper in progress. I got to get out of here. Any last minute questions? You're killing me. I didn't pull the triggers as I have two other LTD course tools. It's skill play stand out and still worth having. Scrambling for Jenny's code. No, I mean, I'm just being I have them all. You ask me any pass AppSumo, any pass AppSumo LMS. You ask me, I'll pull it up for you. I'll pull it up for you. I get an online course host and I start uploading videos. They're like, your thumbnail's too large. It's taking up too much space. I'm like, what? I gotta trim down my thumbnails. I gotta do this. And I started, it's like, you're making it difficult for me to make money, right? And they started doing this, and I was like, right. That was online course host. I thought that was pretty cool. It just made it difficult. It's just some companies it had to be difficult, and I don't know why. So anyway, hopefully you guys gave me a thumbs up. Anybody still there? I'm about to run. Hourglass, don't let that one domain kill you, man. Don't do that. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do that. All right. So nothing else? No more questions? Hey, make sure you guys give me a thumbs up. Use the mod the use the thumbs up, use the stuff if you can. I appreciate all of you guys. I think the vibe coding is here to stay. I think having good tools on the back end, good strong tools are going to help you a lot. I'm gonna get into this pretty prompt. I'm hearing so much good stuff about it. I really am. So I'm gonna get into that tonight. But the triple gonna mess y'all up, man. Because I'm training my triple O now. So I'm trying to train it, and then I'm gonna tie my bots into the back of Dart. Oh, one other thing, right? Oh, with skill plate, what do you think about buying into the zero fee upgrade? That's a you thing, man. I don't. I mean, that's a good question. I don't honestly, and this is me, and you can however you want. I would rather. This is what I would do. This is me, right? This is you guys should know how I think by now. The money I make is just from thinking, not thinking like everyone else. Again, I look for intrinsic value. I look for tools. I look for tools that do things that other people can't see. Right. And that's how I've been in this business for this long right now. What I would do, this is me. I would buy I would rather buy two full stack skill plates than to buy a skill plate and then try to buy a zero fee. Because now I'm buying two assets instead of not wanting to pay someone 5% of my sales. I don't care if you get 5% of my sales. It's going to cover costs and it's going so I don't get I don't get a heavy heart if I don't get that. Yeah, I'll pay you 5%. I don't care. Yeah. Yeah, I don't care. I ain't too much late, Adrian. I'm about to get out of here. I've been on here, but so so the zero fee, I'll get the lowest fee, which is a full stack, which is 5%, and I'll pay you the 5%. I'll pay you the 5%. So if I'm making, I don't know, if I'm making $1,000 a month, I'm paying you 50. Here's your 50. It's an expense for me. So I'm writing it off. I'll get it back, right? Pay you $50. As long as I can continue to make that 1,000, I will pay you $50. I don't care. Right. So that doesn't bother me. So when you look at it like that, it doesn't bother me. So I would buy two. I would buy two full stacks instead of buying a full stack and then paying almost another full stack price just to get 0%. I'll pay the $50 a month on 1,000. The reason why I would do that is because I want to see them make some money too. I don't want people to be trying to support all these lifetime deals not making anything. We know that doesn't end well. History's taught us that. Uh so uh what's this? It says I'd a rather unwanted deal in AppSumo is Bloom. What is this? A rather unwanted deal in AppSumo is Bloom. Didn't like the deal, but the software is very mature and impressive. Plus 50% lifetime sub, but not LTD. Any thoughts? I have no idea what the heck Bloom is. Let me look it up. Bloom. If I don't know, I don't know, right? Let me see. Bloom. No, 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 nah, nah, man. We ain't doing that. So let me show you. So you asked me, that's a good question. I'm gonna tell you your Bloom replacement. So don't you guys gonna more people showed up, man. I might have to hang out a little bit longer. So your question to me is a rather unwanted deal on AppSumo is Bloom. Well, you in your first statement, you already answered the fact that there may be a chance I may get a heavy hearts email, right? And you could be, I don't know, you could be a Bloom undercover or something. Didn't like the deal, but the software is very mature and impressive. Plus 50% lifetime subs, but not LTD. Any thoughts? Let me tell you, I would go with Dart. Dart is built for the future. CEO went to Stanford, very solid. They got agents you can program right now, like agents. Like, hey, you're the marketing agent, go do marketing agent stuff, right? They got an open API. I can program it to do a lot of things. I already talked about it already. But Dart is another sleeper. So this has two 7 stars. Are you two star 7 reviews for a 2-star? Not a chance. I would not put any money in that. Nope. I would move on. Nope. I'd buy this puppy right here, though. Yeah, I'd buy this. Let me tell you one of the reasons what I like. Let me tell you what I really love about Dart. And I didn't really get into it too much. Right. Yeah, don't buy that. Use Jenny's link, right? Let me put my link up here. Let me put my link up here so you can get my link, right? Because you're gonna go buy this tool, and I want you to come back and I want you to tell the people, Jenny told me to buy this tool, and it's fire. So that's my link. Go buy Dart. Don't buy Bloom, right? I ain't saying Bloom's bad, but they got 7 stars. I mean, they got 7 people that's giving them 2 stars. Come on, man. What are we doing? So you're going to use that for that. You're going to use my link for that, right? You're going to get Dart. Dart has a mobile app. Dart has a mobile app. Dart has a mobile app. So when I'm out, right? When I'm out, I went shopping with my wife the other morning. True story. We're up. There's a 24-hour shopping place here. We was trying to get groceries for Thanksgiving. She said, "Can you come with me?" Because I was like, "Man, I don't feel like it." And she's like, I didn't feel like letting you stay and do 5 days of your Black Friday deal room stuff." And I was like, "Oh, so we're doing that?" She said, "Yes." I said, all right, I'll go." Right. I was gonna go. I just wanted to beg a little bit. It was kind of funny. We're going back and forth. And so I'm in line and she's like, "All right, wait right here. I'm gonna we're gonna go to each aisle and I'm gonna just bring stuff to you in a basket. I just want you to drive the basket. I want you to be with me." I'm like, "It's 4 a.m. in the morning." She It's funny. She's driving a basket. I'm sitting there. She's happy. What she's not knowing, I'm on my dart. This is true story. I can't make this stuff up. I'm on my dart putting in my plans for the next 30 days on my app. Dart is fire. Dart is fire. Dart is fire because they give you full app. The app gives you access to everything. No watered down. It gives you access to everything. True story. And I found it to be pleasant to use. I've been trying to look for a good replacement. I had a couple of them come here. They were pretty, but I think what I like most about Dart is I can write in a task, right? I can say, "Hey, you know, plan an email campaign for next week," right? And that's the task. Boom. I could go forward slash use AI to give me the details. This is what you need to do to write a email plan. This is what you need to do to write an email plan. Should we create those as subtasks? Yeah, create them as subtasks. Boom. There's no tool doing that right now. Not project management. Dart is sneaky good. Do not sleep on that if you're trying to look for some type of project management tool or something like that. I just want to put that in there. All right. So we have everybody showing up now, man. All right. So I answered this question. I was thinking that if the community grows large, that may be quite a bit of out, out, quite a bit out, right? I have no idea. I don't know what you mean with this. Maybe it's a continuation of another conversation. I just didn't know what you were saying here. Let me see. Was that you asking about that? Yeah, I don't know what you're asking here. What you're saying makes sense. Yeah, I mean, yeah, it makes sense. Thanks, Jenny. Favorite BF deal this week. All right, I'm gonna come back to that question. That was a good one. Favorite meeting room software to date or just available? You need to answer that question. Um, Big cares. Why'd you laugh? Because I told you about what my wife about my wife. Is that why you're laughing? Uh so yeah, so Tom, you know the favorite meeting room software. That's what you're asking me. I need to know all time or just available now or what? I mean, I don't know. And then my favorite, I can answer this one. Thanks, Jenny. Favorite Black Friday deal this week. Oh, to date? All right, I'll answer that for you. So my favorite meeting room, oh no, my favorite BF deal this week. My favorite BF deal. I want you guys to think. Big Kev, which one do you think it is? What do you think it is? Which one do you think, Big Kev? It's Big Kev. He's been running with me. He's in my community. Who else is C-Store? You still here? Adrian, you still? Adrian ain't been chiming in. I don't know. Adrian just showing up, man. She's like, I don't know, dude. Paper and Progress is gone. Ramsey could tell you. Hourglass can probably tell you. What is my favorite Black Friday deal this week? Uh yeah. Favorite meeting room software of all time. Got that. So what do you guys think so I'm gonna answer that one. But I want my favorite be what is my favorite Black Friday deal this week? Logically. I didn't pull that one out. Carlos, is that what you're asking me about? I don't. No, I didn't pull that one out. Push lap growth since you got a second full stack. Woo, man. Let me show you guys. Let me see if I can. I don't know if you can. So let me see something. Give me a second. I don't know how much. Let me ask this. Let me see if I can ask chat real quick. How much? Let me see. Hold on. All right. So this is the question that I asked. I'm doing a quick web search, right? I'm just doing a quick web search, right? This is so funny. All right. So all right. So you guys probably can't see this, but I asked a question, right? So I said, "Hey, how much would it cost to put an affiliate program together using a third-party software like Rewardful?" Right? It says, "Well, Rewardful offers 3 tiers pricing, is designed to scale with you. They have a starter plan for $49. They have a growth plan for $99. So you got 49, 99. Then they have a 149 enterprise plan. Um, this plan removes revenue limits, entirely allowing unlimited affiliate revenue with zero transaction fees, right? Then their growth plan, that's the 149, but their growth plan is 99. But you're only limited, you can only make 15,000. It's like the most you can make in this plan is 15,000. That's all. That's the most you can make, right? So I'm asking these questions like, what people don't know, or people, because you're not in the business, is affiliate programs are expensive to run. I mean, flat out, they're expensive to run, and they're even more expensive just to build. And so, um, I probably say push lap growth. That's my favorite deal of the week. And I shared it in some of my Black Friday rooms and things of that nature. The reason why is because if you created a kick butt agency that just helped people grow from affiliate revenue, that's your primary job. You write your own ticket. 5, 10, 15, 20 grand a month. Easy. Like easy. From that type of setup. You can give free trials. You can tell people, hey, I just want to get paid off of how many new clients you get. Every new client you get, I want 1%, 2%, 5%. You don't have to pay me till you get a new client. That type of stuff. Follower. Did I invest in follower? I think I did. Yeah. So that was this week. So then let me ask you, what meeting room software products are you currently still using? You keep trying to find this out for me, Tom. I was going to get to your question. So I'm still using Remo. I'm still using Remo. I occasionally use Go Brunch. I think Go Brunch has gotten better. It just doesn't have enough customization for me to do some of the stuff I like to do, the call to actions and stuff like that. It's still missing some things for me. I think if I wanted to do some retreats and stuff like that, I think my Go Brunch, I'll use that a lot. But if I wanted to do something different, I will use my Go Brunch. If I wanted to create a DJ retreat, if somebody hires me and says, "Hey man, I have all these DJs coming together. I want to make an online retreat," then I use a Go Brunch to create something creative special like that. I've had people, I want an online baby shower. I'll use Go Brunch, stuff like that. But uh, to have a serious meeting, I'm using Remo right now. That's what I'm using. Is that that's probably, I think Meet 10 or Meet N, MEETN. I think it gives me range. I think it gives you secret range, right? Um, Meeting gives you so many options that if you took 2 hours to master Meeting, you're gonna make so much money because that tool allows you to sell. You can just sell. Like, remember back in the day when everybody was pulling you on a webinar and automatic webinars and all that other stuff, you were buying all their stuff and pick this limited offer and all that. I think Meeting kind of gives you that, but it gives it to you when you can show your face and you can be immersive with the people. I think Meeting is, it's kind of sneaky good. I really like Meeting and the range that it has. Um, I love Vivo meetings. I went all in on that. You always going all in. So now we're so see push lap or robo motion. It depends. Do you want to make money today or do you want to build for efficiency? Right? You want to build for efficiency, robo motion, right? Robo motion. If you got money laying around in the seat cushions, go robo motion. But if you're trying to build a business, we're like, hey, I'm going to build a business. I want to be an entrepreneur in 2026. Push lap growth. But if you already have a system that's running, you kind of now you want to make it efficient and kind of uh make some of the things you're doing, like scraping leads and putting leads into spreadsheets and making those spreadsheets send all the qualified leads over to your CRM and that's RoboMotion. Two different motivations. You'd have to be looking at whatever motivation you're doing. I did invest in follower. So that's your question. I did invest in follower. I can make that part of my agency if I wanted to. Jenny, can you talk a little bit about Hey Summit? I built it out and I'm about to deploy a campaign with it. How do you see yourself leveraging it? Yeah. So Hey Summit, right? I started using Hey Summit for my office hours and it gets a little confusing initially. So here's my recommendation to you. I think it's very, very good. I think it's very ambitious because I think what Hey Summit try to do is give you everything that you can think of. You have you have zero excuses using Hey Summit. But I think they give you so many moving parts. Um, it's funny if I had a BD, if someone says build out a BD, a brilliant directories, and a Hey Summit, I'll say, all right, give me the BD. It's funny. People's like, "Well, you want the BD?" It's like, yeah, I'd want the BD because Hey Summit has so many pieces that I'm like, dude, I don't know. I don't need everything. Just give me this. I'm like, no, no, no. We're going to give you our wine menu. We're going to give you our tequila menu. We're going to give you our dessert menu. I don't need all of that, man. Just I want an appetizer menu, right? You don't get that with Hey Summit. They just here, take everything. They're like everything. If you don't want it, just turn it off. We're just going to turn on all the faucets. But it's good. They give you what you can pretty much whatever you want to do, you can do it now. If you want to even pick up affiliates, if you wanted to partner with somebody, if you and I wanted to get together and do a deal, we can both do the deal and we'll both have our own affiliate links. You push it to your site, I'll push it to my site, and then we'll meet in the middle. Yeah. So yeah, Hey Summit. But Hey Summit's good. Make no mistake, it's pretty good. It just give you a lot. What tier of push lap? Um, I don't know. Every you got to have the agency. If you don't get the agency of push lap, you're wasting your time. Unless you want to just be, you want to build out your own stuff, that's fine. So I take that back. If you want to just work on your own stuff, grow your own affiliate network, then I would look at, let me see, push lap. Let me see. Push lab. So if you wanted to just work on your own stuff, I just need to know what you're trying to do. So if you want to work on your own stuff, then you need at least you need at least 7 codes, which is 448, which is a little bit less from the Black Friday. You need at least 7 codes if you wanted to just do you. And the only reason why I said it is because they give you the webhooks. They give you the webhooks because you're gonna want to pull people out, and you don't have to. If you really wanted to be thin, then you could go with a minimum of 6 codes. The minimum I would go with is 6 codes. That's the minimum. That's that's minimum I would go with is 6 codes. But if you want to do this for somebody else, it's full stack. It's not even an option. 10 codes, full stack. But minimum push lap, minimum using Jenny's code, of course, is literally um yeah, 3 codes. Yeah, yeah, that's what I would do. Um what tier push laps? You got that. How would you drip feed incoming meetings? I don't think it has a sign up and follow up like Hey Summit. No, it doesn't. It's a good question. How would you drip feed incoming meetings? I would pass it off. I would hand it off. I would hand off the because in meeting you can have these permanent domains right at the top. It's like I think I have 5 meeting rooms. So you have to name each meeting room that you want to use. So that main meeting room that I would have, I would set it up in another affiliate software. Not affiliate software. I would just set it up in another software. And then when they say, "Hey, where do you want people to meet?" Like a webinar software, not a webinar software. Yeah, probably. Or calendar software. Yeah, I would put the meeting link in there. That's what I would do. Yeah, I mean, so drip feed and all that, they don't have any of that. They don't have it's a good meeting location. So anything that you would use a Zoom link for, I would use a meeting link, a meet in for. So just like I have this up on the screen right now, right? Have that, have that, that. I can do that in meeting. I could literally do that in meeting, or I can have gadgets that it's already going to pull up widgets, not gadgets, widgets that pulls up my presentation, pulls up my call to offer, my call to action. Because this could serve as a call to action. Say, hey, everybody that wants to get meet in right now, click on the link on the screen. Boom, they're already at the cart. Like what? Meeting is a selling machine. It's a selling machine. It is. So I think if I wanted to do pure sales and just kind of talk to people, meet with them or whatever, I could probably bypass a Hey Summit and I would get a meet in. But if I wanted to use Hey Summit and have range, and maybe I want to meet with people every week at a fireside chat or office hours or whatever, then you go with the Hey Summit. Is Gumlet essential for only course creators? Or are you guys using Gumlet for different use cases? Um, I just kind of been using it for I kind of just been using it for some of my courses and just to kind of house some of my stuff, right? I kind of just been using it for a back end, but I think if you get the higher tiers, you can have a sign in and login and people can access your library, right? But I mean, it's web hosting. Another thing that you can do is you could stream from there. I think you get unlimited bandwidth a month. I think I have to look, dude. That's the best two-in-one tool because you can stream from it. He's like, oh, I want to stream. Boom, you stream from it. There you go. So I mean, I don't know what else I would use it for, but that's what I need a place to house some of my, and it has the DRM, it cuts down on the duplication and people recording your stuff. It has some of the digital rights management associated with it. Yeah, it's a good, decent tool. All right. Man, is it man, you guys try to trick me. I'm gonna get out of here. All right. So any tools you recommend for real estate professionals marketing to homeowners and vendors in the real estate space? Brilliant directories. Brilliant directories. I got a list of I gotta did you get the deal on the brilliant directories? Where's my link at for brilliant directories? I don't even know where my link is at. What did I do with my link? Anybody see my link? Drop my link in there. I don't know what I would that's what I would do right now. I mean, that's what I would do. You know, I got a BD link around here somewhere. Oh, let me drop my BD link in here. So, where's it at? Oh, here it is right here. Let me drop that in there. So, for real estate professionals or anything like that, I drop this. I get the BD. I would get that. I get the BD. I would get the brilliant directories. That's the Black Friday deal. Something like that. I got a second BD with your link. Oh, appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you. I haven't seen anything coming from BD. I'm like, man, I'm telling BDs, I'm like, hey, I added another link extender on it, and I don't think that's working. Because I tried to make a quick link, but I think it wants the raw link. That's why I haven't seen any sales coming for BD. I'm like, man, where's my sales at for BD? Everybody's like, oh, I got your link. I'm like, dude, I ain't seen nothing. So yeah. Can we use your meet in as a widget on BD? What do you mean? Can we use meet in as a widget on BD? I don't know how we use that. You guys try to mix the craziest stuff. You guys try to mix. Why would you? Can we use meet in as a widget on BD? I don't. I don't know. I guess I would need to know what it is you're trying to accomplish. Yeah, I'm not sure on that one. Can we use meet in as a widget? I don't know. You got to give me more clarification on that one, my guy. With Brilliant Directories, the Black Friday deal they have going on right now, when it says 1,000 records, can that be 1,000 landing pages? No. 1,000 records meaning they will scrape the web for you and find 1,000 leads for you. That's what that means. So anytime they tell you what the records are, it will give you, they can find 5,000 of them, but only the ones you import. You can only import about 1,000 of them, which is plenty because you really only need about anywhere between 100 to 250 because they don't want to give you a BD that's butt naked, right? Excuse the French, but you have no leads. They're basically letting you know you can go use our system, scrape the internet, use our database, and we will find you 1,000 good leads. And you can populate your website from that. That's what they would give you. They'd be business leads, though. That's what they say, business leads. Because business leads are public information. They're just going to go scrape it, find it for you. Not only going to find it for you, they're going to import it in and they're going to put it in all the right slots. So when someone goes to your website, your BD, when they're searching and they get nothing back, they won't say, gosh, this has nothing in it. No, it has over 1,000 records. They're just in different pockets. So that's what that means. Fuse base, come on, digital. What we doing? Digital vibe, man. Well, come on, man. You got it, man. Fuse space. Uh, I, I don't know about that one. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know about that one. Let me come back to you on the fuse base, man. That's so funny. Yeah, I mean, fuse base. All right, here's the skitty. I bought fuse base 4 years ago, and what I wanted fuse base to be, right? I wanted an online portal for my clients. I can do different things with them or whatever. What was confusing to me, and the only reason I say this to me is I'm not a big nesting guy, right? I don't like to look at all these nests of different portals, and I just don't. That's me. So they can, and then it's hard to kind of build out because you can put anything there, so you don't. So it's kind of hard to put out. So for me, FuseBase is good. I think it's good at what it does. But I think as long as I've had them, they should be way more advanced than that. And if I'm not mistaken, they're coming out with a new version here either in the next couple of days or the next couple of weeks. I forget, but I have it. It's just that to me, I wanted it to be a customer portal, and I didn't want to be limited into the amount of people that I can bring into my customer portal. And I start running into questions, and it got a little confusing for me. That's why I kind of said, I'm off of FuseBase, and that's just me personally. I'm not saying it's a bad tool. I'm just letting you know I was off of it. So, but it's not a bad tool. I think it does what it needs to do. I don't like the nesting, right? I would rather go with a Sweet Dash or something like that than to go with a FuseBase. That's just me for the customer portal, client portal. I think 1,000 is enough. Like Consulto use Meeting as a widget. Like Consulto use Meeting as a widget on BD. No, Meeting doesn't. I don't think they have a widget. They don't have a meeting widget. Like Consulto use Meeting on widget on BD. Yeah, because Consulto has a widget. So Consulto has an actual widget that if you put it in a header tag or header code, then it'll populate on a BD site. But on the BD site, can you put a meeting on there? I guess that's what you're asking. No, you can't. Doesn't have its own widget. Mm-mm, doesn't doesn't have its own widget. All right. So do you think the 1,000 is enough? I think that's enough to get started. And what you've seen, the pattern that I've seen with BD, they're like every Black Friday they do something. So if you miss it this time, you may get I don't it may be a time where they just never do it again. But I've seen at least for the last 3 years, they're gonna drop at least a Black Friday deal. And what I have noticed is the deals have gotten thinner though. The prices kind of went up, but the deals gotten thinner. Like I remember they used to give you 25,000. Now they're only giving you 1,000. You see what I'm saying? So the deal could change, right? Or you buy what you can here. I do know that when the more you bundle from them, it's like when you go to KFC or a chicken place and listen, the more pieces of chicken you buy, the better deal you're going to pay per cost per chicken. That slipped in, man, because I was at KFC the other day. So I think 1,000 is enough. I think 1,000. I really do believe 1,000 is enough. They're just helping you prime the pump. They don't want you to start. How can you start a car with no gas in the primer, or a lawnmower, nothing in the primer? You have nothing. That's harder to do. But they're giving you 1,000, right? And there's strategy in that. You got to get the brilliant minds directory. I'm showing people how to populate. You can get to $1 million off 100 people. You could. All right. I gotta go. Man, you guys are killing me. My son's calling me. Dad, you're still on it? Hey man, I'm still on a live stream. I'll call you right back. I don't know. The people keep asking these questions, man. I think they're trying to set me up, trying to get me in trouble. But I'm about to get off now. I'll call you right back. Bye. Love you. See, you guys are getting me in trouble. I got to get off here. All right. What tier of Dart? Tier 4. Using Jenny's link. Tier 4. Was that Larry the cable guy. He's sneaky. Tier 4, man. Don't sleep on that. That Dart. Don't sleep on Dart. Do not sleep on two tools. Triple O, Dart. Don't sleep on either one of those tools. All the rest on you be like, they're flashy and all that, but the ones you be like, you're like, oh, look at Triple O. Look what it can do. Look at all the things it can do. Blah, blah, blah. I can get it on. So you can start a chat on your desktop and pick it up on your phone. All right. And so but it's your stuff. It's not your stuff's not in the cloud. That's different. I'm telling you. Triple O's doing different stuff. I'm telling you right now, they're doing different stuff. They're not doing what everybody else is doing. Triple O is doing things differently. Every single chat that you use right now, every single one, They're doing all the same way. Triple O is doing their own thing, and it's all about you because they got this brain trust thing in there. You can train your LMS. You can train your LMS to think differently at different reasons. Think differently. Think as a CEO. Every question you ask, think as a CEO. Then you train a brain. Every question that you ask, think as a customer. Listen to what I just told you. I don't think you guys got that. If I could train it to think as a CEO, think as a CEO as Jenny Jones. This is Jenny Jones. These are all my companies. These are all things I'm trying to do. Right? Now, I'm Jenny Jones. These are all things I'm trying to do. I'm a customer interested in all the things that Jenny does. So I want you to respond with all the things you think that Jenny's customers would do. This is their demographics. This is their age ranges or whatever. What do you think they would do? Blah, blah, blah. What? On my own system, come on, man. They're doing different stuff. You can't say I didn't tell you. They're doing different stuff. All right. Puzzle. Did you pick up Puzzle because of me? Tell me you did. Because you know I was flexing Puzzle all week. I love Puzzle. All right. So I'm going to get the first tier of your link. It's one website with the lower tier BD. All you need is one site. BD. Don't get tricked into that. All you need is one site. You can make enough off of one site, and then you find another niche, and then just pay them for the next niche. Or I would hold out. If you could grow one BD from this Black Friday to the next Black Friday, you'll see the power in BD, and you'll come back and buy like a 10-pack of them. Don't ask me how I know. Do not ask me how I know. Let me tell you something else, and I got to get off here. You guys are going to get me in trouble. And don't tell anybody I told you this. You guys are watching this. What I'm about to say now, I may have to pull down. I may have to pull this down. But I'm going to say this and I'm going to drop the mic and I'm going to get off here. Do you know that AI and you get the Brilliant Directories Masterclass? I keep putting that in there. I might drop a deal on the first tab. I think I got a deal. I already got 20% off of our masterclass. But if you buy my all access pass, you get the masterclass for Brilliant Directories for free. That's a no-brainer. You can just buy it and just use it for 1 month and use the Brilliant Directories. I don't know. But anyway, listen. So I'm gonna tell you something. And I'm only gonna give you guys this juice because you guys are hanging out. All right, listen. Do you know that because of AI, you can build the most indestructible Brilliant Directories there is? It's a cheat code. AI and Brilliant Directories is a cheat. AI gives you everything you need to put in your. It's like, oh, do I put that in there? Yeah, put that in there. Do I put this in there? Yeah, put that in there. It tells you what you can put in it. What you need to stay away from, and I talk about this in my whole Brilliant Directory. It's 4 hours. What you need to stay away from, and I'm giving you this because some of you guys are using my links. I haven't seen any sales come through, which I don't know that it's working. I'd have to get with them. But listen, if you guys do get it and you use my link, just send me a copy of the receipt, and that way I'll at least know, right? I'll at least know so they won't say, "Oh, we can't pay you," because that's like, nah, dude, something's wrong with your link. But listen, so what you need to be careful of of a Brilliant Directories is there's no demand for what you got. And that's the risk that people do. Everybody wants to do what they want to do. Oh, I want to do. No, dude, they're not. We live in a city, dude. You can't sell cows and cattle in the city. It's like, why not? I'm passionate about it. You're gonna go broke. Right? You have to build a BD. You have to know your market. That's why I said, don't try to take over the world with your BD. Try to take over one niche. The riches are in the niches. One niche. I love the beauty thing that he said. If you were on the earlier, the beauty didn't match it up with your Amazon store, man. It's easy money, man. It's layup money, man. It's mailbox money. So yeah, you created these mixing mindsets. What do you mean? That's what I do, man. So should I get triple or a dart? Are you really asking me that? Larry, you can just call me, dude. Ask me. We'll talk about it. Just call me. Just call me. Larry was part of my full stack. I don't know what happened. He opted to go down to uh go down to a different tier. So take that back, Larry. You can't call me, man. You don't have access to me like that anymore. We'll talk about it when I get off this call. So do you need push lap if you're getting brilliant directories? No, those are two different revenue. Brilliant directories, you're gonna make your money faster. Push lap, you gotta already have a kind of like a business that's an agency and kind of you kind of got your feet wet a little bit. It's gonna be harder to do a push lap because just on a concept, right? The power in push lap is the multi-level marketing. That means your affiliates could bring in affiliates. That's the secret juice, right? Um, your affiliates can bring in affiliates. All these other ones, first reporter and all that, you can't bring in multi-level. You can't do that, and you got to pay 3 times as much. That's why push lap growth is such a secret tool. Um, so hopefully that was helpful. I got to go. You guys have been great. I'm gonna get in trouble, but I'm tired. I'm exhausted. Thank you guys for hanging out. Give me the thumbs up. I may not keep this up. I actually I may move this to my membership. I may do that because there's a lot of juice I dropped in here. I will catch up with you guys later. Thank you guys for hanging out with me. You guys be good. Take care. Bye for now.